She can see right there.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Guys! Welcome! Can we see you, Paul, on the screen?
It'll take a second.
Okay.
A few seconds behind, but we're good, we're good.
Okay.
So concurrent viewers, how many people are here? There's always a little lag. Let's make sure you're actually live. So you do it, I'm going to make sure things are working.
Okay. Guys, welcome so much. Welcome to Travel and Tash. Glad that you could join. I'm here with Paul from Taste So Good.
Hey guys.
Paul and I have just been
look
hanging
at that
out.
sexy thumbnail.
Oh no! Oh no!
Maybe you want to get on
Are we going to be stuck with that?
Maybe you want to get on your phone really quick and see if you could change it up a little bit. I don't think we're going to attract too many viewers with that thumbnail.
I don't know how to actually go and change that.
Well, why don't you log into your account and give me your phone for a second.
Okay.
And you talk and I will...
Okay. Oh, so guys, in case you haven't noticed, we have a horrible thumbnail. It's an extremely sexy one. But Paul wants to swiftly change that up.
I think that's a...
So today is Saturday. It's been a fun evening. I've been hanging out with Paul. We've been smoking a little shisha together, catching up, and we're beginning to develop a little routine.
Do you have your creator app? YouTube creator.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just have been hanging out, smoking a little shisha, catching up. Even though you haven't seen us together in a while, we've actually been hanging out almost every weekend. We just haven't been sharing ourselves with you, but we're really glad to be back and doing this again. Today I've been in Shinsadong recording a video about tiramisu and coffee. I'm creating a new video based on just yummy desserts and coffee here in Seoul, and it went really well. I ate way too much cream. And so my belly's not too happy right now, but it seems like almost every weekend one of us has a dicky tummy.
30 seconds into it and Tosh is talking about diarrhea again. What's new?
I didn't say the word diarrhea.
You did now.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't know why is this the same account?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
We're going to be stuck with that thumbnail. I wonder if it
should
can
be
changed
showing
after
up.
that.
It absolutely can be, but...
Yeah, maybe we can change that after.
Okay.
So my stomach is slowly settling from that interesting experience. Paul has been really busy with projects for the last little while, which is why you haven't seen much of us. Paul has got an awesome video coming out tomorrow.
I hope it's awesome.
I've seen a little preview of it and it looked really, really cool. It was recorded recently. But you'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, sorry guys, we're trying to get this thumbnail situation sorted out. I'm not having any luck.
It's a funny thumbnail.
For some reason you're unable to connect to chat. Please try again later.
Can we connect to chat maybe on here?
Yeah, you should.
Potentially be able to see comments there.
So I don't know why that is, but
maybe just a delay with receiving comments. So guys, the theme of today's video is basically to get to know us a little better. We're going to be revealing 25 things that you didn't know about us. And so I've got a few questions that I'm going to throw at Paul, and he's probably going to throw back at me.
You never know what's going to happen. Yeah, I think apologies to anybody who landed upon this thumbnail. I'm a little stressed by this. I don't know why.
We look sexier than usual in that thumbnail.
I mean, that's hard to do, but usually it should be popping up in your YouTube Creator Studio. Most recent. But it's not, so I think we might just be stuck there. We can change it afterwards.
We'll change it after. Make it a little more appealing.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's okay. We're used to looking really hot and sexy. So I think it comes with the territory. Sometimes you look great, and other times you look just okay.
Sorry, I don't know what the situation is with that, but it's a little annoying.
Yeah, I think the main thing is that we're able to connect with you guys and read some of your comments, find out what you want to know about us, and in the meantime, I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to find out about Paul. But yeah, it's your opportunity to ask us questions and get to know us a little better. Yeah. So, wondering what are you guys up to today? It's a Saturday evening. Presumably, you're hanging out at home and you're watching us from home. But hopefully we can spice up your evening and
spice up your life.
Yeah.
Every boy and every girl.
Not in the kimchi jjigae sense, which was a horrendous experience for me. But spice your life up in a positive way. I won't delve any deeper into that story. I was actually just telling Paul that one of my YouTube videos I want to create about telling the horror stories that a lot of you guys don't necessarily hear about. I think that a lot of travel seems to be idealized, and we present the fun, the panoramas or the ideal sides of travel, but there's a lot of negative stuff that happens in travel too, and I wanted to be able to share some of that. But not today, that will be for another video.
Okay, sorry. I did a little technical work. You have your chat. I changed the thumbnail.
Oh, awesome.
With a stock photo that we have of us. Which is a little deceiving because
it's about Lambanog.
It's one of our previous drinking sessions, but I think it's better than what we had before, so...
Okay.
You have this picture.
Okay, well...
We're wearing something a little different, but we still got the same booze, so...
There we are. It's not
we'll just post it there. How about that? So...
With your mascot.
So I think we are good. We got Danish in the house. Danish in the house. Long time no see. Long time no see.
Danish went hiking. Danish went hiking.
Ooh,
today.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't understand. Why walk for fun? Why walk? You know you don't have to. You know you don't have to do that. Like, there's no obligation to actually do it. So, I'm not.
Danish. Why didn't you invite me? I want to come. Yeah.
Well,
instead I was eating a tiramisu.
Same.
Well, hiking doesn't leave you with an interesting belly situation. If anything...
I'm going to play new games. Every time Tasha refers to her stomach and her digestive tract, I'm going to take a shot. I think I'm going to be quite drunk by the end of this, you guys, because this girl loves to talk about her digestive situation and the exiting plans of said digestive tract, but I mean that's for another video.
It's not a pretty situation. It just gets referred to or alluded to gently from time to time.
If you say so. Oh, looks like we're stuck for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay. Guys, we're just trying to figure out.
Is it stuck?
Our screen's stuck. So just to clarify, guys, I hardly ever talk about my digestive situation. I've got a very normal digestion, which is concurrent with my family's digestive situation. And I always talk about clean, wholesome things.
I'm going to... Are we live? Oh, I don't know why.
Are we stuck? Just going through some technical difficulties, guys. But
what would a live stream be without technical difficulties? I don't know. Alright, maybe we're back. Maybe give it a few seconds and see.
Okay.
I think it was a problem with our broadcasting software. There we go.
Okay, perfect.
For some reason, it decided to give out. I think by the end of this, I'm going to have to sit by there.
Okay.
Oh, why is it? Oh, there we go.
Okay, so guys,
Stress.
is
This
there
is stressful.
what's stressful is traveling and getting deli belly. That's stressful.
More poo talk.
So presumably I'm the only person that doesn't have digestive issues.
I don't know. I'm just gonna name this Charlie and Tasha's poo diary. Why don't we change the subject from poo to let's see who's in the chat. So if you guys are here, let us know what's up. Who do we have here? Just come say hello to us in the chat.
Let us know what you were up to today. Tell us what adventures you were up to. In Danish, I know you went hiking. We'd love to know which mountain you hiked. And no hiking for us.
Yeah, it's the software that keeps freezing for some reason. Look, it's frozen again. It's coming through here.
Okay.
So the camera's fine. So it's something happening between the connection with the camera to the software.
Bear with us just a moment, guys. I don't know if you can hear us right now.
They can hear. The hearing
Okay,
is
it's
fine.
just
It's the
the
graphics,
frozen.
the visual.
Yeah.
So we're still getting audio. It's still
Okay.
broadcasting.
Okay, we're just frozen on screen.
Yeah, so luckily Tosh looks okay in this frozenness.
You look fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I need to...
Do you want to switch chairs?
Careful, Indy's behind you. I think we're going to have a switch so I can do a
Okay.
little...
Okay.
Indy boy. Maybe...
Okay.
Alright guys, bear with us. We're coming back to you in just uno momento.
I think this one's yours.
So...
Actually, no. I think my one's this one. I've got the full one, and you've had a few swigs.
I have, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me add again.
Haven't tried any of this. I learnt my lesson last time with Mr. Bulbul. Whew. We got some cute little doggies down beneath us. You can't see them, but they're interwoven between our feet.
Alright, I think we are...
Cuties.
Hi, baby, sorry. Alright, I think we're live again.
Okay.
We're good to go.
If we're lagging, guys, feel free to let us know.
And this is, I think every time we've tried a live stream, we've had some type of technical difficulty. So
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for people who professionally live stream because it's not as easy as it seems.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on here. But for now, we're good. For now, we are good. So I guess we could just use a webcam and be much easier, but try to use the nice camera with the microphone and everything so we have better quality for all of you out there because, you know, we need HD for these faces. It comes with its own set of struggles, but that's, it's authentic here at Travel and Tosh.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your video that's coming out tomorrow, where everyone's appetite to...
Sure. So if you guys don't know, my name is Paul. My channel is called Tastes Soul Good, and it's all about food, food and travel. So a lot of it is based here in Korea, but there's other things, other parts of the world, and hopefully more coming soon after this little pandemic ends. So tomorrow's video is all about Korea's largest fish market. It's called Noryangjin Fish Market, and it's an amazing place. If you are a fan of seafood and just fresh seafood, you will love this video. Spoiler alert, I had an amazing king crab, you guys. Huge. Was able to just get it out of the tank, play with it a little bit, and then it was steamed and served out 20 minutes later. It was delightful. And I'm really happy to relive it. My mouth is just kind of watering just thinking of this king crab. It was so good. So yeah, definitely check that video out. It'll be uploaded tomorrow for all of you out there. So head on over to my channel, Tastes So Good, to check it out. I have a few seafood themed videos coming up. It seems to be the theme these days, I guess, is seafood on Tastes So Good.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you guys out there? All of you that are watching, are you guys a fan of seafood? I know Tasha loves seafood. She's a big fan of oysters and other things. We have a video where we went to eat bosam, which is like a boiled or steamed pork, and it came with oysters. And Tasha just sat there mowing down fresh oysters. She seemed really happy with it.
I ate all of them.
She really did. I was fine with it because I'm not a huge fan of oysters, but she was in heaven there. So
I don't know why you guys didn't like oysters. I just, we had some guests from the Philippines that had joined us, and nobody wanted the oysters. So I was like, okay, I don't need to be asked twice.
Help yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I'm glad they didn't go to waste. I'm glad somebody did enjoy them. I've just never been a fan of oysters, unfortunately. And these days I can't because I just have some issues with shellfish.
So talking of which, as I mentioned earlier, this is all about you guys getting to know us a little better, having a chance to throw in some questions and find out more about us.
Which, by the way, if you want to know anything about either one of us, use that chat, guys. We are checking it. Shoot some message. We'd love to know where you are and what you're doing right now.
Hi, Tiana.
Hola.
Good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
And if you guys, this video gets 20 thumbs up, Tasha's going to do a shot of Emperador Gold.
Can everybody see that? Oh, gosh.
It's actually not that bad. It's probably better than the Lambanog.
Okay, yeah, the Lambanog was... Ooh.
Yeah. But later on tonight, we're going to be introducing Tasha to some special ramen. Tasha isn't, no offense, but not the most adventurous eater I've ever met in my life. So we're going to be trying out some different Filipino ramens, instant noodles I brought back. So we might have to pair that up with some alcohol. So
we're going to switch over to Paul's channel in just under an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll give you enough heads up so that you can switch over to Taste So Good.
This is kind of the professional live stream, and then it's kind of after hours, after dark over on Taste So Good. So things tend to get a little crazier over there.
Dark and dirty.
And a lot more poo talk. No, we're keeping the poo talk on Tasha's channel.
Hey!
But anyways, yeah.
So question number 1 for you, Paul.
Ba-dum-ching, yes.
So is there anything that you refuse to eat? Because I know that, you love food and you're very adventurous. And you said that I'm not quite as adventurous as you. But is there something that you will be like, no, I can't do that, even if it's for my channel and I potentially could have 1 million views on there for this?
Well, there's a lot in that statement to rewind. Number one, I don't want to really consider myself an adventurous eater. It's weird because when I'm in Korea, a lot of my Korean friends think I'm picky because there's a lot of things that I won't eat. If it would give me 1 million views, would I do it? I mean, it would. I don't think that'd be a deciding factor, honestly.
Oh, okay. No.
Is there something that I want to eat? I'm really hesitant for innards. I'm not a huge fan of organs.
Yeah.
Awful.
Hearts and kidneys.
Hearts aren't bad. Kidneys aren't bad. But once it gets into like spleens and things like that, Korea, they like to eat, not all, but some raw liver. Not even cooked liver, raw. Like, put the beef liver just with blood and all and eat it. That, would I refuse to eat it? I don't know if I'd refuse to eat it, but it would be difficult, honestly.
Well, your liver, as far as I know, is what cleans your blood, I think.
It does take out the toxins, as does the kidneys.
Which means that if you're consuming that, aren't you just
potentially
taking in all of that nasty...
It's possible.
Ooh.
But would I refuse to eat it? No. I would be willing to try it.
No.
I guess the only thing I want to eat is anything that's endangered. Any type of like endangered animal. Things that I know are not slaughtered in the best way. For example, certain things in parts of Asia, I'm hesitant to eat. Nothing.
Yeah.
No hints there.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, nothing like fecal mattery or anything that's really going to be too dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
I would be hesitant to eat. But most things, and I've really expanded my repertoire of what I will eat. Over the past year or so, I've eaten live octopus. I've eaten bull penis and bull testicle soup in Manila. Pork blood stew, which was actually amazing. If anybody's out there familiar with dinuguan in the Philippines, it was delightful. It's a stew made of coagulated pig blood. I loved it. Oh, it was so good. I mean fresh tamilok, which is like this woodworm, a shipworm that comes. They harvest it out of these dead trees and pull it out and wash it and eat it. It was actually really. It tastes like oysters. So it wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but I mean, people. It's weird because people think it's really crazy. Done the balut. So yeah.
Oh, you swallowed a balut?
I said I did. I've tried the balut. If you guys don't know, balut is a Filipino delicacy. In other parts of Southeast Asia, Vietnam, it's big. It's basically a duck embryo that's fertilized, so it has a baby duck inside it. It's totally formed with shells and beak and everything, and then it's boiled up after about 18 days or so. So my goal, you guys, is to get Travel and Tosh to try it out with me sometime.
Yuck.
But we're going to respect other cultures, and I think as travelers, one of our things to do is to be open-minded. This is maybe where we differ in our travel philosophies, which might be a good 25 things. Is what is your travel philosophy, right? Mine is to always be open-minded. I think food is culture, and culture is food. So I'm going to go in with an open... I hate to say open mind because I am hesitant sometimes, but I'm going to try my best, and I'm not going to look down upon people's foods have stories, food have history, food has deep cultural ties. So I'm not going to go in and judge without at least knowing a little bit about it and trying it out. I can't judge it if I haven't tried it.
Yeah, there's some interesting foods in Vietnam that I probably will never try, and I just...
But why? Let's rewind. Why? Number one, what have you tried that you were just like, wow, I can't believe I ate that?
I don't think I've ever eaten anything that's that risque.
Really? So you've never like really stepped out of your comfort zone and like...
No, I think the most exciting thing was a lobster.
That is some bougie answer right there, guys. The craziest thing she's tried is a lobster. So I would love to introduce Tasha to more crazy things. Korea has some unique and interesting things that I would love to introduce her to. If you guys want to see that, then let us know. This is the time. Tell us in the comments. You live here. You should open your mind and... Can
you show everybody your battle scar from last weekend?
Oh, it's gone.
Do you want to explain why you had that battle scar?
Yeah, so I had an injury last week, guys. Spoiler alert, it came from an octopus. A live octopus kind of attacked me. If you want to know more about it, you're going to wait till tomorrow night. You can watch it on my channel tomorrow. I'll explain it.
It'll all make
sense. It was, yeah. So I was bleeding. I had a little bit of a mark there. So a live octopus, yeah, kind of attacked me, and I guess the octopus won that round, but
yeah, you got
the crab didn't win. The crab definitely lost that round. But yeah, I would encourage you. At least, I mean, that's my travel philosophy: is go with an open mind, learn about the history of these things, and you never know what's going to be good. Sometimes you're just surprised at what is taste like. I tell you guys, I tried the dinuguan, the pork blood stew, and I was so scared, and I was going to make a video, and my whole concept of the video is I'm going to take one bite of this, and I'm going to be embarrassed, and I'm going to hate it, and I'm going to have to like try to explain to these people why I don't like it. And I tried it, and I was like, this is delicious. And guys, I have a huge blood phobia. Maybe that's something, 25 things you don't know about me. I have a huge phobia of blood. I can't see it. It freaks me out, makes me like pass out. And so a whole thing of coagulated blood with pork and like puto, which is a steamed rice cake, a little sweet. I was like, I'm not gonna like this. I finished the whole bowl and crave it. I'd love to eat it again.
So me personally, like, I'm not into innards. I'm not into balut. I'm not into blood.
You haven't tried it though, so you can't really not be into it if you haven't tried it. If you've tried it, then you can tell me you're not into it.
I'm never going to eat a bull penis.
Yeah, so I have a video. I don't want to keep plugging my channel. I don't want to be that person, but...
go check out Paul's channel.
I ate a bull penis, you guys, in Chinatown in Manila. It wasn't bad. You know what it tasted like?
Fatty?
It tasted like the fat from pork or like beef, like that part of a steak that's just fatty, and it comes in this really delicious herbally soup, and it was good. You dip it in this chili oil. I was like...
Yuck.
I was okay with it. Now, the bull testicles, on the other hand, because it came with bull testicles as well, that was a little difficult for me. I guess I wasn't very familiar with the male anatomy, which is a little ironic, but whatever. But it was really gristly and sandy, and when you bite it, it kind of like disintegrates into like sand. I had a lot of trouble with the testicles, but the bull penis itself was... I mean, it's not something I want to eat every day, but...
I'm just having a bull penis.
If it was served to me again, like in this nice soup,
yeah,
I'd be like, alright, like... I'm not going to go out and like order it on purpose, but...
Let's turn this conversation a bit tamer.
Speaking of, you got Watford here.
Ah!
Shout out to Watford FC.
Nice to see you on here. Watford is from England, and I'm just trying to recall. Hey, not everybody has the same accent.
Wait, that's Australia, I think.
So
top of the morning to you.
Isn't that Irish?
It's all the UK. It's all
Hey.
that general area.
Britain, United Kingdom. No, that's not even United Kingdom. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
United Kingdom. Yeah. So we were turning this conversation clean.
Yeah, maybe let's...
So let's discuss. So what's in your fridge right now in terms of food? Like what do you stock up on?
You've seen my fridge. There's not a whole lot of food in there.
I want to know what Paul actually buys regularly.
Eggs.
Okay.
I love eggs. I'm an egg fan. Eggs and beer.
Just
like
those
protein
two?
and carbs, right? No. Let's see. When I'm at home, what do I eat? I like fruits and veggies. Luckily, as you know, I live pretty close to some nice markets, so I can stock one of those regularly. But I do eat some instant food at home.
Instant.
Things like instant dumplings and rice and just meats. A lot of chickens. I love chicken.
So a lot of North American food?
No, I would say...
dumplings are going to be Korean.
Korean mandu,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of different like stir-fried porks and stir-fried chickens that are all Korean recipes that I love. That, you know, I go out when I'm at work, I eat it for lunch, and if I'm eating stuff for breakfast. So yeah, I would say I eat a lot of Korean food at home. And I don't live alone. I do have somebody who cooks for me. So...
Lucky you. Hey, I need one of those. I need somebody to cook for me. So in my fridge, veggies, eggs, I've got meat. I often have a lot of pasta in my cupboards.
Do you have anything local? Anything Korean? She gives me this look like, why the hell did you ask me that question? Like, can you cook any Korean foods?
Yeah, I can cook the Pajeon seafood pancake.
Okay. That's a pretty...
But it requires quite a bit of preparation, like...
flour, water, oil.
You need to get all of the right vegetables, spring onion, I think sprouts are in there, seafood.
Juns are very versatile dish. You can make it with whatever you want. It's a good thing if you want to learn Korean food. You know, you throw some kimchi in there, have kimchi jun. You can put pork. You can really spice up to whatever you want.
I've got a cookbook at home, and I've only made one thing from it. My Korean.
If you guys would like to see Tasha do a little more Korean cooking, right? Maybe we can do something together. I can try to teach you some of my favorite Korean recipes.
Really?
Why not?
We would cook together?
Yeah. If you guys would like to see that, maybe I can teach you a little bit. I'm not the greatest cook in the world.
Let us know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing us cook. And maybe we'll do it.
Yeah, I think I can introduce Tasha to some nice foods that she'll like, and you guys can learn some recipes. We can have a good time. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, tell us down in the comments below, or give this video a thumbs up, because once we get 20 likes, Tasha's gonna do a shot of Filipino alcohol. It's gonna make my live stream that much more fun if she has a few shots.
Okay, so getting off the topic of food.
I don't ever want to get off the topic of food. I can talk about it forever.
Okay, well in that case.
I have a whole channel about food.
And so I want to ask you a little bit more about why did you get started on food specifically? Was there something that inspired you specifically to start with food?
No. It's just what I'm interested in. Like, I love traveling. I love to travel. But when I travel, a lot of times, the first thing I research is the food. Like, I base things off of food because I think food is that one common denominator that we all have to consume and we all have to partake in. And I really believe that. Food is just, it's a center of family. Like, as a Spanish culture family, I'm sure, like, food's integral to your family. And, every culture, food is just, it's that dinner time. It's that
It wasn't,
breakfast.
though. In my family, it wasn't.
But in your culture, perhaps. And you guys have the whole siesta and wine. Maybe not, but I would assume most cultures around the world.
I think British culture doesn't focus so much on food.
Not Sunday roast with your family?
The Sunday roast, yeah, but...
But I mean, that's still a thing, like, right? Every culture has, even if it's just one meal a day or one meal a week.
The Brits focus on beer, going to the
that's
pub.
Still food, right? I mean, it's... I also do a lot of alcohol videos on my channel. I like to also explore, same reason I like to explore alcohol cultures and drinking cultures because that brings people together. So I don't think it's just food. It's, food and alcohol and travel and culture. It's all together. And, when you get into those local markets and you get into restaurants that are off the beaten path a little bit and aren't all about, what's on the tourist agenda, what's on the group package tour. That's when people love to talk about it. People love to talk about food. If you go into somebody's house and they offer you something, you just ask, like, oh, what is this? With an open mind, you're going to get a story. And you're going to get, people will just open up. If you just say, what's your favorite food or what's your favorite meal? Like, people will just open up to you and tell you these great stories.
I have to confess that I think that I'm beginning to see why food was so important to you, but perhaps less important to me. And the reason for that was, if I go into the psychology of it, is that food wasn't such a big thing in my family as a kid. My grandmother was always very good at cooking, the mother of my mother. And so my mother got married and started a family really young, and my mother hadn't acquired cooking skills because even to this day my grandmother is very, very hands-on with the cooking. And so when my mother started her own family, food was never really an important factor as part of our home. It was more like, okay, well, you just eat to fill up. And so food has become more important to me, particularly through travel, discovering different types of food. But it was never really important. I loved traveling, to Spain to see my mother's mother because I got a chance to eat her food. But yeah, me and my mum, when we're together in Spain, we still struggle on deciding what to cook, and I think that's a factor.
I think part of living in Korea specifically is we both lived in Korea a number of years, but like Korea's.
I'm sorry.
JK. He's okay. Nobody touched you. He's very sensitive.
We got doggies under the table.
But a huge part of the Korean culture and Korean experiences food, and it's, if you're not going to be open to the Korean food experience and the group gatherings and all that, like, you're really missing out on what it is.
It took me a while actually, to get used to Korean food. Like, I didn't like Korean food for probably the first year. Things have changed a lot, but initially I was constantly seeking out European food or North American food.
I was the total opposite. I was almost ashamed to want to eat something that was not Korean because I wanted to go much further than just the surface. I didn't want just bulgogi and bibimbap and all these very safe foods. So I really wanted to dive into it, and I still for the most part do. Yeah, of course. I think as time goes on now, I miss foreign foods is more of a comfort food for me now. It's something that I appreciate. Like yesterday, I had McDonald's. That's a whole other story in and of itself, but...
Yeah, I'm not good with fast food. But I'm not going to go into that.
That look was all we needed.
Okay, question number 5 or 6?
Something, I don't know.
5 or 6. So, when you go travelling, what do you bring back? What's your favourite thing to... What do you... Like, say, for example, you go to Bali, or you go to Philippines.
That mask came from Bali. That hand-carved mask.
Want me to show it?
Sure, if you want. This one came... It was a good souvenir. So I bought this one at a nice market in Bali. So it's wooden and it's hand-carved. I just think it's really beautiful and really cool. But what do I bring back? I tend to bring back alcohol, honestly.
Alcohol?
Yeah, I like to...
It doesn't get heavy?
It does. I'll put that for a second. But I like to bring back spices and things that can kind of replicate the food if possible. But I like to bring a hat. Actually. Yeah. When possible, this one came from Boracay. And if it's a summer tropical vacation like Southeast Asia, I usually buy a shirt, like a tank top, that I can wear on the beach the next time that I travel. So clothing, accessories, and food and alcohol. So if you meet me right after I come back from vacation, I'm probably going to have some good food and some good alcohol to enjoy together. So
I like to pick up tea. Like when I was in India, I picked up some masala tea, incense sticks.
Oh yeah, I got some incense sticks from Bali as well.
Sure is.
I haven't used those.
Wow. You haven't used them yet?
I've used some of them, but I agree. I think incense sticks are a great way because it really brings you back. Like this smell to me is Bali. Like they burn the same smell everywhere, and I'm just taken back to like.
You smell?
You can take a few home with you.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yeah, I'll do that right now.
She's like, I'll take you up on that offer.
Well, here's the thing is that because of the coronavirus, I can't go to the fella in Itaewon who usually sells them because he hasn't been around. And so I'm running out of my Indian Nag Champa incense. And I picked some up while I was in Spain, actually. And also in India initially. And that's when I fell in love with that particular brand.
I bought these the same market I bought the mask, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I pick up incense sticks. Sometimes I pick up skincare, like the...
Ironic, you live in Korea.
Well, this was when I was in Israel. I picked up the mud. I picked up what else? I also like to get... I like to get pearls from the Philippines.
Do you like to get pearl necklaces when you're on vacation? Pearl necklace.
I did actually get two pearl necklaces.
Wow, from whom?
This was in El Nido. Hi Wesley, hi Audrey. Just to change the subject, it's good to see you guys. Okay, all right. Paul, why don't you focus on talking to our guests?
Well, they're your guests. It's your channel.
I can't see from here.
All right, Wesley says, interesting how everyone has a different tolerance for culture, including food. I think it's true. I think there's travelers, and travelers come in all different shapes and forms, and different things that we're interested in, and different things that we want to experience, right? And
oh, yeah.
For the most part, unless you're moving to a culture, you can never really immerse yourself that deeply. Sometimes you stay on the beaten path and you just do the touristy things, and the touristy things are usually fun. Let's be honest, like they're fun for a reason, you know.
Yeah, they're easier as well.
They're easy, exactly. It's all laid out. It's all over. Those are things on YouTube. They're the things that are in Lonely Planet. They're easy to research. There's English. You're probably gonna get ripped off. You're gonna be paying way too much, but the food is usually cooked a little safer because you don't have to worry about Delhi belly or Bali belly or anything like that because it's all taken into account. Water's filtered, the hygiene's a little cleaner. You can do these package tours if you have one day. But you're seeing just really a cinematic type of view. Like you're seeing what is presented to you in a way that...
Yeah, when I'm in the Philippines, I see a lot of abaca straw products, so I love to actually pick up Filipino bags. That's one of my favourite things to pick up. They tend to be quite bulky because they're quite stiff, but I'll oftentimes come back with a beautiful Filipino bag. So Filipino bags, Filipino pearls. In India, I love scarves. I love Indian clothes, so I'll actually go shopping for Indian
those are
clothes.
Memories that last, like you can use. And,
Yeah.
You know, they serve a good purpose.
Yeah. So.
Audrey says, "Hello, Tosh. Hello to everyone."
Hi, Audrey. Hi,
I guess
Miguel.
you're hello. You're Tosh, and I'm everyone. Hi, Audrey. Wesley remembers hamburgers as comfort food while living in Seoul, but Korean food is great. Yeah, I mean, you can eat Korean food. It's always weird because like I can go to McDonald's like once every 6 months, but once I do, I get that look of like, oh, the white guy, the white Americans in McDonald's. I'm like, you guys, you probably eat more McDonald's than me. But you know, it is what it is. Yesterday, I just really needed some McDonald's. I had a weird lunch experience.
You needed McDonald's?
I had a interesting lunch, and I was at the bus terminal. There weren't many options. There was a McDonald's right there, and I was like, yeah, like I need some French fries right now. Like I needed like something just kind of.
Yeah, well, that was my experience at Chowking. So if some of you have seen my latest video, it's about my first time trying fast food really in the Philippines, and Chowking seemed like the best option at the time.
I think this chocolate show pow. It's like choco pow or something. It's like a muffin with like Nutella. Oh, so yummy.
Well, I needed actual savoury food.
They got some good stuff. It's like Panda Express kind of, like in the States. It's like a Chinese fast food.
Yeah, Chinese Filipino fusion. But yeah, my digestion doesn't do too well with fast food, and that's why for me it's a challenge. That's why I'm always, I'll do street food, but I still have to be careful. But
I'm definitely gotta be careful, yeah. You never know. Yeah, there's always fast food, and it's convenient, and it's, if I'm somewhere like the Philippines, I love, going to Jollibee. Like, Jollibee is such an integral part of the Filipino experience. Anyways, so if you're not getting Chicken Joy and palabok and apparently peach mango pie, which I don't believe actually exists because I've never been able to track it down. So, Jolly Spaghetti. I really want Tasha to try Jolly Spaghetti, but she refuses.
Oh. Why would anybody... Anyway, let's focus on Mikkel.
There's a good reason.
Mikkel says, I can't recommend the city I'm living in, though. Okay, so Mikkel, we know you're in India. I know that you've got people that cook for you. So you're not eating out, I guess because of the pandemic, right? And so restaurants aren't open. I mean, is there a particular meal that's close to your region that you opt for when you are eating out with work colleagues, or I mean, there's so many Indian meals that I love.
Something that I want to try.
Oh my god, I mean, British people just love like biryanis and masalas.
I've never had it. Biryani.
Really?
Never.
So
I've watched so many videos of it, like Lamb and stuff. Like David's been here, and Sam and Audrey, and all these people eat it, and it looks so incredible. I've never had it.
So Audrey, if some of you don't know, Audrey has a YouTube channel, and you can go check her out. We were eating biryani together in an Indian restaurant in Suwon. This was a few months ago, and Audrey loves biryani. I mean, I think it was the masala meal that I really enjoyed, the curry, but Audrey is a huge fan of biryani. So Audrey, tell him that he needs to try it. My God, I can't believe you've never tried.
If I go down to Suwon for it, then so be it. I'll do it. I'm willing to travel for good food. That's not a problem.
Let me switch this to a completely different topic.
All right, let's do it.
So films. Movies. Do you have a particular genre of movie that you really like? Like, do you love horror, or do you love love stories, or do you love suspense, or do you love, I don't know, Disney?
I don't know.
You don't have a favourite that you gravitate toward?
It really just kind of depends. Like, I love
comedy?
kind of all of them. Like romantic comedies, rom-coms. I'm cool with it all. Musicals. It's very case by case. Like, there's nothing. I'm not huge into sci-fi. I wasn't a huge fan of like comic book movies, but I've grown to love them. Like, I love some Marvel.
Oh yeah, The Watchmen.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I haven't watched a good movie in quite a while. I think since the whole pandemic, things just haven't been coming out. So, I'm really jonesing for a nice movie, but I don't know if anything's been released. The last movie I went to see was actually on Christmas, and it was this awful musical Cats. You guys. Cats with James Corden and the big lady. Her name's Fat Amy from Pitch Perfect. Like, just all this all-star ensemble, and it was so bad. I left in the middle of it, like, just walked out.
Oh wow.
A lot of people were walking out, wanted a refund. It was like Judi Dench and Jennifer Hudson, Taylor Swift, like, just amazing cast, and it was just awful.
Shitty storyline.
The whole, I mean, it's based off a musical. The CGI was bad. It was just something that should have never really been adapted in this form. There's no story, right? I think story's really important.
Yeah.
This is just kind of a whole bunch of people singing about, like, I'm a cat, yay. And then 5 minutes later, there's another cat appears and it's like, oh, I'm this type of cat. It was just weird.
I have a favourite genre.
Uh-huh.
My favourite genre is suspense.
Mm-hmm.
I love suspense movies. Jodie Foster type.
Ooh, a little lesbianic action.
Hey!
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I love, like, just waiting till the end to see what's, you know.
M. Night Shyamalan.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
You know, The Sixth Sense, I See Dead People.
I love that kind of thing. But not the kind of thing that scares you. It's like kind of paranormal, where you're like jumping
more
in
like
the cinema and screaming.
Suspense,
yeah. So,
such as, what would be a good recommendation? Or a good representation of that?
I really liked Hannibal. The really old,
Oh, yeah.
like Hannibal Lecter movie.
Silence of the
Yeah.
Lambs. I wasn't allowed to watch that when I was a kid. I was, like, forbidden to watch it because it was so weird.
Yeah, I think I watched it when I was maybe 15 years old.
Okay.
Something like that. But, so talking of which, so next question. I think we're maybe at number 10. I don't know if we're going to get to 25.
Yeah, we've been going this for a while. If we're going to do part 2, we're going to have to
wrap it up soon. What time is it?
9.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yeah, we've been at this for 48 minutes.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh.
Genre of series, TV series you watched as a kid. Was there a particular series that you watched, or was
what is kid entailing?
Let's say from age 10 to age 17.
I love, like, genre?
Or a particular series that you watched.
Saved by the Bell.
Oh.
I love Saved by the Bell.
I used to love that too,
Oh.
Zach.
And it was
Morris,
great because
Slater.
the way that my family, I'm the oldest sibling, and then I had a younger brother who's like 3 years younger than me, and a sister who's like 3 years younger than him. So it seemed like I kind of watched Saved by the Bell the first run, and then it got syndicated. Then my brother was old enough, he got into it, so it would be kind of the morning thing. So I'd watch it again, and then my sister kind of came up into it, and it was still being syndicated, because it probably still is to this day. So I kind of like watched it like in its entirety multiple times, 3 different times. But yeah, it was huge, and they're supposed to be rebooting it. It looked really cool. They started shooting, and then, or pre-production at least, and they released this cool trailer for it, and it's all grown up, and Zach Morris is like the mayor of LA or something.
Oh, wow.
But then because of the pandemic, production got shut down, so we don't know if or when it will come back, unfortunately. But hopefully, the series Saved by the Bell will be back, and yeah, it'll be cool.
The series that I watched a lot as a kid, the Star Trek.
That explains a lot.
I watch a lot of science fiction, and all of them pretty much, like Captain Janeway, Jean-Luc Picard, and the original series with William Shatner. So my dad he was really into that at the time, so we watched a lot of that at that time. But yeah, I loved Star Trek, and I also liked other series like The Man from U.N.C.L.E., like spy series and stuff like that.
Okay. I think you're very British, yeah. Like I can imagine Saturday morning, starting eating that Vegemite.
Hey, these are American series actually. Man from U.N.C.L.E. I think is American.
I've never heard of that. It sounds very British.
Really?
I like Ab Fab.
I don't even know what that is.
It explains a lot of our lifestyles right there. Ding.
Do you have any question you want to ask me?
Well...
I think I know the answer to what's your favourite animal.
I think this is a good time because we're going to have to wrap it up here shortly because
switch over to your
we're
channel.
having a good time, but if we want to get 2 live streams in, Natasha's got to ride the bus, unless she's want to take a taxi home, and then we can extend it. But if you guys have any questions for either one of us, I think this is a good time.
And let us know. I think Audrey's said a few things there.
Yeah.
What did Audrey say?
Yeah, that's true. I also like the one with the lentils. What was that?
That was dal. Lentil dal.
You guys need to invite me next time and go for some Indian food.
Yeah, okay.
I'm down.
Yeah. Audrey will take Paul out to go and eat some Indian together.
Yeah, please, your treat. Thank you. Tasha's monetized now, so her treat. Thank you.
India.
Yes, my puppy is so cute, isn't he?
Yeah, Tia Puri. Hi, Tia Puri. Yeah, he's adorable.
Hello, Tasha and Paul. I have some minutes to watch you guys. Yes. Star Trek.
We're soon heading out to Paul's channel.
Yeah,
so you'll have to come over to Paul.
The conversation is going to continue. Yeah. We're going to do some taste testing of some foods. We're going to introduce Tasha to some new ramens. We might have a little more alcohol. So we're going to see how well she likes. I was going to get some Korean instant noodles to compare, and I forgot about it when I was at the store.
Oh, the Korean.
So I guess I'll just be trying 3 different Filipino instant noodles that I secured on my last trip to Manila. So be sure to come check it out, guys, in a little bit. It's going to be fun.
It tastes so good.
Yeah.
Switch over to Paul and we'll continue the fun there.
We'll take your questions there and all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. It is.
So what's new what's next for Trevor and Tosh? What can we expect? What can your viewers expect this summer?
So
what's on the agenda?
Tomorrow, my usual upload will be stalled. My computer right now is being repaired. So the intention is to publish the following Sunday. Just laptop needs some love, and so she's gone in for repairs at the moment, which means I can't edit the video that I'm working on, but it's going to be about Filipino malls. So exploring a mall in Mandaue in downtown Cebu. Well, not downtown, it's northern Cebu City. My first proper exploration of a Filipino mall.
Yeah, the malls are crazy. They're out of control.
Yeah.
They're great.
This one wasn't the hugest one. It was called Park Mall in Mandaue. But I picked up some goodies, some food actually, some rice cakes, and other random stuff. But yeah, you guys will get to see it in a week or so.
Yeah,
that's the next thing on the agenda. Yeah. So if there's nothing else, we can wrap up and get ready to go on your channel. Any more questions before we go? Was there anything that you guys needed to know? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, flying high or low says the current cases will probably be rising to September or October in India. I think that's kind of the big fear. I think most people are expecting it to kind of maybe trickle down a little bit during the summertime, and then once fall and winter comes back, things just kind of skyrocket. A lot of people think it's going to be worse than it was the first wave, so we might all be in for a big rise. So everybody stay safe out there, wear your masks, wash your hands, be careful. I think we're getting complacent and.
Mikhail, I assume that means that you're working from home right now. Is this affecting so many people?
Hopefully we can get a vaccine. I mean, we're
and then
all
I'll
in this
visit you
together.
in India. I still intend to come to India. So, Mikhail, if you're still there, just let me know where you're at that time. We'll do a shoot together and eat some food and figure out what's good in your neighborhood.
I think right now is also a great time to learn more about Korea, Korean food, Korean culture, and we're both going to be stuck here. I should say stuck here. We're going to be both here for a while.
Yeah.
So it's a good time to be interested in Korea and see. I think we're going to be taking you to some new places and new experiences and things that you might not be aware of. So use it. If we can't travel, you can travel at least to Korea with us, through us rather.
Mikhail, the intention is to potentially go to jumping over the Korean thing. When we can actually start traveling again, the intention is to get to Malaysia, Borneo Island as soon as possible, and return to India. But I need at least 2 weeks in India minimum. You know, if I'm not living there. Paul wants to come to India.
I don't want to talk about travel because it just makes me sad. It's like the passport is closed, collecting dust. So, yeah, I mean, India is high on my list of places to experience. I mean, the food culture there is just outrageous. I watch a lot of Indian street food videos, and it's an itch that I can't wait to scratch.
Yeah, so. I don't blame you.
Once, Corona's really came and just put an end to everything. So
yeah,
we'll get there eventually. But until that time, stay with us, discover Korea, and if you're in India or wherever you are in the world, it's a good time to pick up a camera, show us. Right, none of us can travel. We'd love to see where you are, and I think it's a good time to. No, actually, don't start a YouTube channel. So I don't want you to compete with me. I want the views.
I know a few friends that are thinking of
Tell them not to. We don't need more competition.
Okay. Mr. Nacion from the Philippines.
Who's that?
Good to see you here, Mr.
Nacion.
Noryangjin. Yeah.
What's up? Mabuhay.
Mr. Nacion loves biking in the mountains.
Yeah, 2 words I don't like. I don't know.
Cycling.
Hiking and biking and mountains and all. You know, you don't have to do that, right? Like, you're not obligated.
He loves it. From what I can tell, the mountains look stunning. Mikhail there, flying high. He's saying Mumbai. I'd love to go to Mumbai. Mumbai's it's on the west coast. It's a little.
It's a big country.
It's huge. It's huge, and where I was, it was like I think a 20-hour train ride.
Oh, Jesus!
From where I was, So, I need a long trip to India to see all of my friends in India.
You got a large.
I've got friends in Jaipur that are expecting me to return.
I really want to try there. Looks cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think if we're going to start a live stream at 9:30 on my channel, we're going to need a few moments to set up. So I think we might need to call it quits. We've been at this for an hour now. It's going by quickly.
It has,
It's always sad to end these things.
We've learned a lot about Paul. Come over to his channel, and we're going to start around 9:30.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, baby. Yeah, so in about 20 minutes, guys, we're going to be doing some live streaming over on my channel, so come check it out. Tastes so good. I'll get that posted here in a few minutes. If not, just go over there now, subscribe, click the notification bell. You'll be alerted once we start here in a few minutes. We're going to get some ramen. We're going to do some Filipino, so our Filipino friends, you're going to love it. You're going to see us running some bulalo and some pancit and all kinds of different ramens that I brought back from Manila. So,
and this little boy is not going to have some?
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be good for him. So if you guys want that, we're going to have more alcohol. So we're going to get the party started. Audrey, it is called Tastes So Good.
Soul as in S-E-O-U-L. Soul.
I'll shamelessly promote myself now.
In the link right now? Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to continue in about 20 minutes.
Yep. We're going to get
some food cooking. Filipino soup that I've never tried.
Yeah, I'm curious. I've not tried these either, so it's a first for me as well.
Okay.
So it should be interesting.
Our bellies are going to be okay?
Yeah, mine will be okay, I think. Alright, so I think we need to wrap this up here so we can move on. So again, come over to my channel, guys. The party's going to continue. Tasha's still going to be here. Don't worry. She's not going anywhere just yet.
This guy's going to be here.
We're going to get some food and some more beer and maybe some rum, and we're going to have a good time. So the party is just warming up. So come on over. It tastes so good.
See you soon, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.